Hi, I'm Rachel Gaskin, and you're watching ECITV.
G'day, welcome to ECITV, episode 21. I'm here with Shaun and Gaza.
We got the key to the door, 21.
Key, what door?
Well, you get the key to the door when you turn 21. Or you get kicked out the door when you're 21. That's what it is.
I got kicked out the door.
How you going, everyone?
Okay.
So we've got some general news. Do you want to? I should start that off. So we've got some new partners for BSX 2021. So these are the first partners. So we're going to have quite a few if history repeats. So we've got BMX International and Radio Raceline will be joining us again. It must be probably the fourth time, I'd imagine, that radio has been involved. And Rizen Unlimited, the clothing company, are going to look after us again as well. So that's pretty exciting. Gaza, what's the next bit of news? That is a good start.
Yeah, that's great. This far out, that's awesome. Let's hope it all goes ahead and everything, because it's one event that we all really do enjoy and warm up to. So let's hope it's all worthwhile and it does happen.
We do have a contingency plan in case anyone was wondering. So we'll probably announce a month ahead if it's going to happen or not happen. The intention is to run the charity fundraising side of it if we can't have a race, and then have a race later on in the year. So we will do something. We will do some fundraising. So keep watching this space for more news on BSX.
I know one thing, that if BSX and Track Attack go ahead, it will be absolutely massive, because everyone is just hanging to get out on the track down here in Victoria and around this area. So it will be huge.
We're all chomping at the bit, 100%.
Now, speaking of racing, the Queensland State Titles are going to be happening at Sleeman on the 21st to the 27th of September. Those lucky buggers. They don't only get the sunshine and the good fishing, they get racing.
I know. It's nearly like business like usual up there, isn't it?
Oh, so good to be up there. It's just a shame we can't jump on a plane and go up for the weekend. Can't go near the place. They don't want us.
I don't think they want us up there. Yeah, we'd get lynched for sure. Yeah.
Well, good luck to them all, and hopefully we'll get some reports and everything from the racing. So we'll have a little bit of racing to report on once it's happened. But good luck to everyone competing up there at the end of September.
God, if we could just race in 6 weeks, that'd be ace, but I'd be happy just to ride. So New South Wales State Championships has moved as well. They just made an announcement, I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. So they'll be looking for a new track location and are set to announce that very soon. Sad, but at least they can still have their state championships.
Well, Victorian state titles were moved to 2000.
That's the next year.
2024, I think.
Yeah,
and
kind of a bit.
Some information, some industry information on Oakley.
Oh yeah, so Oakley did a remake of the Bob Marley classic "One Love" song this week. So the film clip heavily features Oakley-sponsored athletes, which includes Caroline Buchanan. Good old Kazza. Have you watched that yet, Shawnee?
I have, yes. It's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, definitely. They bring retro seems to be the flavor, and yeah, it's definitely cool. And Caroline, she's always amongst it, and she's been an Oakley athlete for a fair while now, with a few signature things over the years. So yeah, it was good to watch.
So Rizen have launched their 2021 products with a couple of new jerseys. We featured those on Ultra this last couple of weeks. One of them is the Ultra Renegade camo jersey, and there's also the Phaze 1 flanno style jersey. You guys get to see those yet?
I saw the flanno. I actually thought it was like the lumberjack riders or something until I saw it and looked into it closer. But yeah, I didn't see the camo one. I saw the flanno one.
Yeah.
Bit of a fan of flanno.
And I'm a bit of a fan of camo. So yeah, camo looked really cool.
I can't see the advantage of camo because I just can't see it.
This is why you and I need to do a dad joke battle.
Now, on the racing side of things, we have had a bit of communication with the Launceston BMX Club. that had a bit of a chat with them about some fundraising coming up to try and help them out of a little bit of a hole they're in. So hopefully we'll have an interview with the president of Launceston BMX Club fairly soon to give a bit of a preview in a fundraiser they're going to run in early October. So yeah, watch your space. We'll see if we can get someone on the show shortly.
Awesome.
So would that be an online fundraiser? Or is that local to them?
I don't believe so. I think it's going to be a local fundraiser, but the fact that we're going to push it a little bit on ECITV, maybe they might do a little bit online. So we'll watch your space. We should probably announce it next episode in a couple of weeks' time on episode 22. And another little thing from Profile that we've heard is that the cranks that have been around for 1,000,000 years, the standard race cranks, which are used for freestyle and everything, the classics, I suppose you could call them, that have had a stamped Profile logo in them all these years, they've gone away from that. And what they're doing now is they're etching the crank arms the same as the column cranks. So there'll be a Profile logo and the size and right or left crank arm etched into the cranks as opposed to being stamped like they have for the past 30 years or 40 years or whatever. So
50 years.
50 years.
50 years.
Oh, it is too.
It is 50.
You two are 50 very soon.
We are.
You too.
I'm actually looking forward to it, really.
Speaking of you two turning 50, Jim Alley had a birthday a couple of days ago. The founder and owner of Profile Racing. Happy birthday, Jim.
Happy birthday, Jim. And it's good to see he still gets on the welder and welds some of the cranks up a couple times a week. So that's really cool to see.
Very fit man, and he loves what he does. And
so do we.
So, Gazza, you've been doing some work on the ECI van, pimping it out.
Bit of COVID workshop, yeah.
Not sheltered workshop.
Can't go anywhere, can't do anything. So I thought I'd revamp the ECI van. So yeah, when we do get unlocked and let out on early release, and you see us at a race meeting somewhere, come up and have a squiz, because yeah, we've done some pretty cool things to it. All internal. There's nothing external apart from maybe a solar panel you won't be able to see. But yeah, it's coming up pretty good.
So what's that? Carpet on the walls and mirror on the ceilings?
Mirror ball for Dozer.
Yeah.
And mirror tiles on the floor for you.
Cool. Yeah, now look, I'll be excited to see that. Are we going to get like a virtual tour of the van, or do we have to just wait and see? No. No.
I've got 5 more weeks to finish it, so
yeah.
Wait and see.
Wait and see. Watch this space.
Maybe a little bit of padding in those back seats, Gary.
Yeah. So I've got to cover them with something that handles the teeth marks.
And the spill and the spillage.
Okay, let's come to the part of the night that we all just hang out for and look forward to from week to week.
It is the Answer BMX Show Us Your Bike.
Cool.
So this is where Gary turns around and shares a screen and does all this sort of stuff and messes it up.
Takes forever. Computer crashes.
No, mate, I've got this dialed. I've got this absolutely dialed.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Hang on. Look.
How's that?
That's awesome.
You have to zoom in on my screen. It's a bit hard to see with these 50-year-old eyes.
49 still, mate. Don't get ahead of yourself.
I should hang on to that, shouldn't I?
You should, man.
Okay, so first one we've got, first cab off the rank is Daniel Peachy. Now, his track is the Northern track out of Victoria, and his bike details are frame is a GT Carbon, forks are GT Carbon, wheels Envy rims with profile hubs. About the bike, I've loved GT since I was watching the movie Rad, and I've always wanted but could never afford a GT. So when he did, he went all the way to carbon. I only ever had second-hand, no-name brand bikes when I was a kid. So when my kids started racing at the start of last year, they convinced me to give it a go. Have a crack, Dad. I obviously wanted the coolest GT I could. I started with a $480 GT Mach 1, and after 12 months racing, I finally convinced my mate to sell me this. Couldn't be happier. It's a good-looking rig.
He's given it a fair crack, hasn't he? Going from 0 to hero in 12 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing.
And the thing is, I guess, too, it's a bit of a collector's item, too, because GT don't do a carbon frame anymore. So it's probably something he would like to hang on to. And it's, yeah, definitely a good-looking rig.
I noticed in the background of that particular photo, he's got pride of place with, wedding and kids and everything, but there's also a BMX photo there.
And number plate.
An action shot and a number plate.
Yeah, cool. Simple but effective.
It is a good looking bike. It's something that obviously he's really, really look forward to. They look like profile minis, I think, on that with the NBs. It's hard to see. I'm pretty sure they're minis.
Yeah, can't tell.
Yeah.
I tried to get it on a better angle. No, maybe the front looks elite. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks elite there, Gary.
That's a cool photo. I like that.
That is actually quite cool, yeah.
That's awesome.
Definitely a nice looking bike. So what's next, Gary? We've got Hudson Patch. So the famous Dean Patch's son from the Eastfield Club. Obviously live here in Melbourne, Victoria. And the bike is a Chase RSP3 Expert. That's not the right photo, is it?
No, that's a red line.
What are we doing? Where's Hudson's photos?
There you go.
There we go. That's Hudson's. That's Hudson's rig.
All right. So, as I was saying, it's a Chase RSP3 Expert. It's got Answer Dagger carbon forks and an XS wheel set. About the bike, I chose this bike because my dad rides one, and it's the second one I've owned. This is my first bike that me and Dad built together. I love the color. I wanted an all-black bike and wash it. I wanted an all-black bike and wash it after every time I ride it. Dad makes me. I can imagine that.
Yeah, totally.
That goes without saying, doesn't it?
It does.
I was actually going to comment on that particular photo of the close-up, that you can see there's not a speck of dirt anywhere on it. That's definitely a patch bike.
Certainly. It's probably got ceramic coating on it and stuff. And
he would have got the ceramic block out for that one, wouldn't he, to get the scratches out?
Yeah.
It says, not long after we ordered all the parts, I broke my wrist, so I couldn't ride it for a while. I took it to the National Series round at Frankston and showed Connor Fields. After that race, he signed his number plate and gave it to me. I still have it on my wall.
That's ironic, because that's what we were talking about last week, or last episode, remember? About the little kids really sort of idolize the pro riders and everything, and just a signed number plate or something like that just means so much to these little tackers.
Yeah, it definitely does. Even even to us old guys.
Okay, so we'll go back to the Redline Junior. That must be Hunter Webb's then. So Hunter Webb is out of the Frankston BMX Club in Victoria. It's a Redline Proline Junior with the same forks and a Sun M13-2 Redline hubs wheel set. I love Redlines. This is my first racing BMX. I love the Insight handlebars and accessories on my bike, my white pedals and my carbon brake lever. Additional information: Redline flight chain tensioners, Tektro carbon lever, Tektro BX1 brake with white Insight brake pads and red Insight cable, white DX copy pedals, ODI mini grips and valve caps. So it's a good looking, again, a very tidy. When we had that up at as the wrong photo before, I thought it almost did look like a Dean Patch bike, being the fact it's so clean. But yeah, beautiful. They do some good bikes, Redline.
Have you noticed all the bikes have been super clean? I think it's got something to do with people not allowed to ride them.
Yeah, all the Victorian ones seem spotless.
Yeah.
And I think people are really putting in effort now because this is a pretty hot contested sort of competition now. So everybody knows that they have to have their A game when they send in their photos.
And it's so good to see him taking time to, put them against rocks and, put them up on chairs and different things like that, not just, throw them on the ground and take a quick photo. There's everyone is going to a lot of effort. You're right there, Dozer, for sure.
And the red really pops on that too. Like the red really stands out. It's a nice red.
It is good. Everything matches up so well. Red's a hard colour to match up, but that looks like it does. Okay, we'll skip those over to another red line. There you go. Shane, you can take this one away, mate.
So this one's James Cameron, not to be mistaken with the famous movie producer.
Titanic.
Yes. So he's from Frankston here in Victoria. The bike is a Redline Flight Pro 2016 model. It's got 11 Pro 7 light forks and it has Alienation Malice rims with Redline Flight 15 hubs. I'm a Redline head. I like the American parts the most. I've customized it with Alienation bars, grip, stem, seat and pedals. Also replaced parts are polished RL flight cranks, 11 forks, DXR brakes, and a few carbon and titanium bits. It's over 500 grams lighter than the stock model with a chromo fork and with the pedals on.
Wow.
So he says here, Alienation NYC bars, that's the same bar I run. Moto grips, foothold pedal, and pivotal seat with 11 tie bolt and 11 Pro 7 light fork, which we said before. Inside integrated headset, Kingstar carbon spacers, Shimano DXR brake kit, Dane Designs tie brake pivots, black tie brake bolts. He's gone overboard with the tie. Maxxis Torch tires and parts and bits from ECI, Lux, and Dane Designs. That is all we have for there, but another great looking bike. And if you thought the same as me and that bike looked like it was positioned exactly like Hunter Webb, I think there's a relationship there. So that's exactly why they both look like they've been taken near a train line.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And that's the first foothold pedals we've seen too. They're only just new into the country. So it's good to see them on a bike. I love the red accents through that. Not overboard like, the previous red line is very, very red, but this one's just got the red accents through it, but a really good combination. Looks fantastic.
The pedals look like they were made to match.
Yeah, no, very, very neat. What do you reckon, Dozer? Good looking rig?
It looks really good. Like the red accents actually dual, it's hard to get like with blues and reds, so many different types of red, they actually all match. So that's a killer combo for sure. And Redline, like you say, a lot of history. Have always put out really good looking bikes, and that's no exception. And it's crazy light.
She's very good. Okay, now for the awkward part of the night.
Should we let Shaun make it easy on us?
I think we should.
I never make it easier on you guys. That's my job.
Well, if for say you were to choose a winner rather than us, it would make it easy on us.
I'm happy to help you out.
Hang on. Here we go. No more sharing. Let's go.
Sharing is caring. Caring is sharing.
So for me, it is actually really tough because they're all really good in their own way. I'm going to lean towards the last bike, the carbon red line. I just kind of like how there was little touches of the red and the amount of tie and stuff. He's done a really, really good job, and he's supported, Dane, he's a local guy. We know him. He's an Australian guy. He's, I definitely like the red line, the carbon.
I don't think it's carbon. It's a Flight Pro. I'm pretty sure it's an alloy.
Is it a Flight Pro? Is it alloy? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No
Definitely
go.
good looking rig. And yeah, I think I concur with what you're saying. It's a one that he's put a lot of time, a lot of titanium, and a lot of effort into, and definitely worthy of a prize.
So we'll be sending James Cameron a T-shirt, an Answer BMX number plate, and a bunch of stickers. So look out for those in the mail, James.
And
that, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and to everybody else that put their bikes in, they're all absolutely killer looking rigs. So don't be disappointed. They're all awesome looking bikes.
Very much so, and it's good to see the effort and everything has gone into putting those together. Fantastic.
100%. Yep, cool.
That's it, I think. The end of.
I reckon as the rain's absolutely pouring down here.
I was wondering what that noise was. It sounds like static through my headphones.
I'm not even going to be able to hear you soon the way it's going.
What's that?
No?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Isn't WhatsApp how you get security guards? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, no, I think it's going to hit Victoria pretty hard this weekend. So it's probably a good thing we're just sitting inside and
work on a red van.
Work on a red van, that's it.
So, Shaun, you started a YouTube channel recently. How's that going?
Yeah, it's going all right. I've got 60 subscribers, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm probably going to do my another bike check this weekend, and I've got a couple of little things in the works. I'm actually going to do a collage of all our Adelaide South Australian road trips. I'm going to try and put it all together and do a bit of an edit, you know. Throw a flower in there for everybody. I've been going through footage and photos, and there's just been so many good memories. And I thought, let's just put it together as a bit of an edit and sort of share the love with everybody. Because I think that's probably our most favourite road trip, I think, is when we go to SA.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Not
too far, but far enough to have a bit of fun on the way.
Exactly. And yeah, we always stop somewhere, have a laugh and sample the wares on the way, pies and vanilla slices and all sorts of crazy combinations. What is it? Vanilla slice with coconut icing on it?
Over at Bordertown.
In Bordertown. Like, what's with this? But it was bloody good though. But yeah, it's always good time. So I thought, so watch out for that. I'm sure it'll be a good laugh, as I always try to do, to keep people smiling and stuff. So look out for that, guys.
Always good to pull over and smell the canola.
Yes, and then wait for the chopper. Always good times. Yeah. Who was driving when they took off? I can't remember who was driving. It might have been you, Gary. Just saying.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
It
made good.
Made
good footage.
It did, yeah. Like I said, hi to all our South Australian friends. Can't wait to come back over and see you all.
Definitely.
Still might be a while.
Yeah. Well.
We'll get there though. We will get through this 100%. We'll get there, and just look out for everybody, and just stay safe, everybody, for sure. And just make sure you look after each other, all your friends and your family too.
Well,
so how you been keeping with the whole COVID thing? Have you been out on a ride at all lately?
Myself? I've got a mountain bike. I've been doing a little bit because I live right in the middle of Bendigo, and there's a lot of bike paths through parks and all that sort of stuff. But lately, actually been putting on my big Answer extender pole and putting on my cruiser, and just been riding my cruiser. And it's actually kind of cool. And a lot of people look at me as like, what's he riding there? Because it's fluoro yellow, sorry. And you get a few funny looks, but no, it's been good. And just to get out of the house and just put some Ks into the legs. Nothing crazy. I mean, because just good for your headspace too, I think. It's definitely. Just kind of definitely. And that's the key, I think. Just even if you can get out for a little bit, I think it's just good to get a bit of fresh air and just sort of, So I'm lucky.
Are there any dad joke battles coming up soon?
I've got a couple in the works. I'm just their people are trying to talk to my people. So I've definitely got. But Gary, would you be up for a battle?
Oh,
some
always up
stage?
for battle, mate. Always up for a
Yeah.
battle.
All right. So I'll put you in the slot somewhere, because you know how it is. I like to put you in the slot. So I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, I've definitely got a couple people, and yeah, it's been going good. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, I just want to keep doing it, because I think people once they learn what it's all about, they actually have a lot of fun. So thanks, guys, for that opportunity too.
Nah, it's awesome. That's no worries at all. Doing a good job of it.
Cool.
So how do people find you on YouTube?
It's the #1 Iceman 28 on YouTube. So it's 1 and then Iceman.
So is it 1 instead of an I, or is it
That?
1
Yeah,
then
it's the numeral uno. No, it's the #1 instead of the I, as you said. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. So
simple.
if anybody's out there looking for a couple of laughs, I mean, there's all different sort of stuff on there, like stuff from my old backyard track and some of our road trips. There's even a couple of links to interviews that you've done, Shane, on ECITV early when we're at Shep and stuff with Maxi. And so there's different types of stuff on there, even music I like to listen to. So yeah, trying to keep it fresh for everybody, you know, not bad for an old bloke, nearly 50.
Simples.
Simples. And cool. Thanks, guys, for letting me come on, though. It's been a blast.
It's always a bit too quick, this show, isn't it? It's over before it's started.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the story of life.
It is at the moment. I mean, it'd be even good to hear from people what they're doing at the moment to keep themselves busy, and at least doing something like riding rollers or something. So maybe even people could write in or something and say what they're actually up to keep their interest rolling with BMX, maybe. Because
I think it's indicative that, you know, most of the people we get sending their bikes in to the Show Us Your Bike are from Victoria. So they're the ones that are sitting still with a camera thinking, what can I do? I'll take a photo of my bike, and everyone else interstate's off riding. So, you know, maybe if you're from Victoria, don't forget to send your photos in, but everyone else as well. We're looking for you, New Zealand. You guys just have let us down. Michael's leading the way.
It was actually really good to see a good video on Instagram during the week of Michael riding his new weapon, the Prophecy. Very, very looking. I was very, very impressed with that. He kept that under the wraps, but how good does that bike look?
Look forward to a bike check on that one for sure.
We should be catching up with him very soon.
Yeah.
Awesome. He's such a great guy. He was a lot of fun to do a dad joke with too. He absolutely killed me. I had nothing. I need a rematch. I need to train. Really, really good guy. Got a lot of time for him. Huge fan.
All right, guys.
I think we better pull a pin before we lose power here, I think.
Got Monty on the bike at the back getting the generator started.
See, mate.
All right, catch you guys.
Thanks, Dozer. Thanks, Shane. And
thanks, guys.
It's a wrap. Everyone stay safe out there. And hello, Ripley.
Hi, Ripples. Cool. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
See you, fellas.
Right, see ya.
Is the mic real close to your skin? Because it seems like you get a rustling noise every now and then.
We can call him Russell if you wanted to.
Hey?
Can you hear me all right, Shane, or do you want me to plug him in?
Hey?
Plug them in, Shaun. You're a bit soft.
Yeah.
Hang on.
So you're saying I got fat cheeks?
Oh, no, you sit on them. You sit on them all day. How would I know?
Big brothers, no troubles with big cheeks like that.
So what do we want to talk to Dozer about?
Nothing. He can go get.
You can't, Leo. Ripley can't hear what we're saying, but she can hear what you say.
Maybe stop. G'day.
I always say yes to you.
Shut up.
Oh, no. Shut up. Sorry.
Good start.
All right.